Welcome to our yoga stretch program today. Our program is going to be a beginning Pilates class that will energize, bring you strength and flexibility. So let's get started. Bring your feet in front of your hips, arms in sleepwalk position. Pull the abs in and slowly roll down through the sacrum and through the back. Relax your head and shoulders. So let's go into bridging. Bridging is great for flexibility of the spine. So drawing the abs in, inhaling, lifting up. Reach your arms to sleepwalk position. Exhale, reach your arms overhead, back over your shoulders, and now roll down one vertebrae at a time, releasing your hands to the mat. Good deep breath in neutral, pelvic tilt, lifting the hips up, reaching to sleepwalk. Exhale, reach your arms over. Inhale, back over the shoulders, and now roll down, keeping your scoop. Release your hands to the mat. Good. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Inhale, lift. Reach. Nice upper body stretch. Arms over the shoulder. And now we'll roll down and release your arms to your hips. Great job. Now we're going to add a leg swing, and this takes a lot of strength, so keep the abs really firm, lifting the hips up, taking that right leg up to the sky, flexing and lowering, and pointing back up. Flex and lower, point and lift, flex and lower, point and lift. Now bend your knee, bring your foot to the mat, and now we complete it by rolling down through the spine. Good deep breath in neutral. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Lift your hips up. Now draw that left knee into your chest. Straighten the leg, flex and lower. Good, point and lift. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Now bend that knee, foot to the mat, and roll through the shoulder blades, the rib cage, and the lower back. Let's do it again. Neutral spine. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Lifting the hips up, chin to the chest. Straighten out that right leg, flex and lower. Point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Now bend that knee, foot on the mat, and we complete it by rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Let's do the left side. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Inhale, lift. Keep your abs firm. Left leg straightens out, flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Bend your knee, foot on the mat, and now complete by rolling down. One more time, deep breath in neutral. Exhale, lifting the hips up. Right knee up, flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Bend the knee, foot to the mat, roll down, articulating through the spine. Here's our last one. Deep breath in neutral. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Lift the hips up, chin to the chest. Left knee comes in, straighten that leg, flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Now bend that knee, foot on the mat, and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Very nice. I know that's a little advanced. Let's stretch out our sacrum, our lower back, hugging the knees into the chest. Relax the shoulders down and keep your neck long and soft. Take a deep inhale through the nose and long, slow exhale out through the mouth. Stretch the right leg up towards the ceiling, keeping the navel to the spine, and then circle, making it smooth, toes pointed, and trying not to rock the hips here. We just want all this movement to come from the hip joint. So inhale, exhale out. Inhale, exhale out. Very smooth, very slow. Now reversing. Keep the abs strong. Very nice. Bring the knee into the chest, hug the knee in, stretch out your hip. And now go ahead and place that foot to the mat. And let's bring the left knee into our chest. Hug that knee in, straighten out the left leg, and scoop the belly in. Release your hands to the mat and circle around for 8 and 7. Again, keeping the hips still. 6 and 5. Here's 4, 3, 2, and just one more circle you're going to hold. Let's reverse. And just imagine you're painting the ceiling with your toe, so you make that nice smooth circle. Really good work for the hip. And now bring the knee, hug it in, stretch out your back. And let's go ahead and release your foot to the mat. Really good work here. So we're going to roll onto our side, and we're going to come into the side leg series. Releasing the head down to the mat and bringing your hand to the hip. You're going to lift and flex and lower. So point and lift and flex and lower. You want to keep your hips stacked here and your shoulders stacked. So you don't want to lean forward or back. You want to stay very parallel. So make all this work through the outer thigh. So flex and lower and point and lift. Now lots of slow, controlled movement. Now we're going to lift, point to the inner thigh and slide. Lift, point, and slide. Lift, point, and slide. Lots of good work here. Keep the belly pulled in. And now reverse. You're going to bring that toe into the inner thigh, kick the leg up, and flex and lower. So point, kick, and lower. Point, kick, and lower. Good, 4 more. Point, kick, and lower. Point, kick, and lower. Now here's our last one. You're going to draw that toe in. And now you're going to drop the knee down to the mat and lift back up. Really working through the gluteus maximus. Keep the belly pulled in. Drop the knee down and lift back up. So continue to move through that hip, working. And let's do that last one. And now bring the knee down and rest, really stretching out through the hip, relaxing the shoulders down and resting. Our next Pilates exercise, we're going to work through the quadricep and the outer thigh and the waist. So you pull the abs in, lift both legs up, and now slowly release. It is the release that we work. Lift and slowly release. This is a lot harder than it looks. Really work through the core, working the outer thigh, inner thigh. Try and make it smooth, lots of control. Now let's rest, bring your knees up, and now push the body to the center. We're going to come into what's called the mermaid. Really nice stretch, but still working through the obliques, bringing your arms out even to your shoulders. Bring your hand to the mat and reach the opposite arm up and over the ear. Now pull the abs in, lift to the center, and now stretch through the other side. So inhale, center, exhale, and stretch. Good, pop to the center, and now grab that ankle and stretch the other side. Very smooth. Inhale, center, exhale, reach, abs engage, come to the center, and now reach to the opposite side. And make this movement smooth and flowing. Open up that side body, the rib cage. Good, pop up to the center, grab that ankle and reach up and over. Good, inhale, center, exhale, reach. Come to the center and really open up and stretch. This feels good, so just hold for a moment and now release. Now we're going to come back to our side leg lifts on the other side. So stacking the hips and shoulders, hand to the hip, point and lift, and now flex and lower. You really don't need to lift your leg all that high. It's more about precision and control movements. So flex and lower, point and lift, flex and lower, and point and lift. Now we're going to lift and lower, point and lift, and lower. Good work for the gluteus maximus. Keeping strong hips and thighs. Now we're going to add on, so you're going to drop the toe in, slide the leg down, point and slide, lift, point and slide, lift, point and slide. Continue with this movement with lots of control and precision. Now we're going to reverse. So now you're going to slide the leg back up, kick the leg, flex and lower. So point, kick, flex and lower. Keeping the abs strong. Point, kick, flex and lower. Point, kick, flex and lower. Keeping the hip limber, flexible, and strong. Let's take a little break for a moment. Just relax the head, the arms, the hips. And now we're going to work through the gluteus maximus. So draw the toe in and drop the knee down. So lift the knee up, pull the abs in, drop the knee down. Really working through our hip, ball, and socket joint here. This is really good work. Stay focused, stay strong. Now go ahead and drop the knee down and rest your hip. And we'll work on the waistline, lifting the legs up and slowly lowering. So you should feel this work in your hip, your outer thigh and inner thigh, but also think of that coming from your obliques. So keep the abs strong as you lift the legs and then slowly lower. It is the release of the legs, so don't let the legs just drop. Try to control the movement as you lower the legs. Now let's bend the knees into the chest. Use your hands to push the body up. We're going to come into the mermaid on the other side. So bring your arms even to your shoulders. Keep your abs zipped up. Come into that side stretch. Really reach the arm up over the ear. Now use your core to come to the center and stretch to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach. Lift up to the center. Grab that ankle and stretch to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, elongate. Open up the rib cage. Pop up to the center and grab your ankle and reach. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale, arm over the head. And now stretch the other side body, really opening up the chest, the rib cage, and taking any stress or tension out of the shoulders. Let's bring our feet in a cross-legged position. Thank you so much for joining me today for a Pilates class. Namaste.